Hey, morning. I got this little beauty at the Habitat for Humanity Restore store. Regularly about a $230 piece. I got it for 50 bucks. The only problems we have is the top. It's all messed up. It's all dinged up and cracked and busted. But it's a cheap top anyway. I made a particle board. So we're just gonna replace it with some stuff I got laying around in the garage. Yeah, I got an old door right here that I had cut up for some other project ideas, and just gonna kind of use the pieces here on the outside to frame. A nice little spruce inside. Use this spruce edge glue panels. Frame that up with this edge here. I'll probably cut it down a little bit so that it'll match up real nice. And then we'll stain it all together and come up with something different. With these good wooden doors, they just come right apart. So all you gotta do is get to the base area, start peeling pieces. This part here has some wood dowels in it, so it might be a little bit tougher to get out. See how nice that comes apart? Now we got some panels we could possibly use for something else. So we'll hold on to them. It's not hoarding if you're going to use it eventually. Alright, so get the biggest bit we got, drill that pig out. Alright. A little brute strength and just persistence knocked us out of here. Now we just gotta clean that up a little bit with our chisel. Alright, so got it all drilled out, got everything cleaned up, it's pretty smooth, it's ready for putting in some stuff. Okay, so now these pieces I got from another board that I had used, another door, same door, but they came apart nice and clean on the edge. Got a couple of pieces here that I just need to pop out with my chisels, but should be good to go. They should slide right nice into those gaps I got for the other one. So we cleaned it all up, and they fit nice and tight. I don't even have any glue on there, and it's sitting in there real pretty. So, should be good to go. Okay, so now we got all our pieces measured. We gotta stick it together. See if we can come up with a width that'll work good. We got 2 feet, we gotta go 2 feet. So, we're way more than 2 feet. So let's see if we take an extra 2.5 inches on both sides. That'll cut out this chunk here and give us plenty of room. So we can go 2.5 inches from the center here on this one, and then to even it up, we'll do the same to this one. Do 2.5 inches there. So we'll cut it all down to 2.5 inches, each piece, and then we'll square it. In the inside spot. Check 2 foot width on both ends. 2 feet there. 2 feet there. Now we just got to cut down to our 3 foot. So our 3 foot ends will be right about there. So we'll do the chop saw on those. Okay, so we got our frame built. Got everything going here. Looks like it's a good fit. Got the bad stuff on the bottom. Make sure it measures out. Fits the nice top here. Fits the top pretty well. Now we just got to build the inside. And then we'll be set to go. Alright, so now we need to measure the inside. We know it's the right fit, so let's measure the inside. Make sure we get a nice straight edge here. So we got 20 1/8 wide by 32 long. Let's put this together. See how it looks. Glue it up, sand it down, stain it, and lacquer it. Alright, so I got it all glued together. It's being clamped right now. But this soft wood in the center here, the spruce, it's a little soft. So I want to add a little more strength to it because I'm going to screw it to the bottom of the piece there. So we're going to use some plywood. I got some scrap plywood laying around. So I cut it to the dimensions that I wanted for the base. Of course, I got the nicer kind of plywood. I didn't use the real bad stuff, but you know, just a thin piece. It's gonna go into the base here, and use that to give it some more power when you screw in your screws, because you won't be able to put a really long screw through this piece of wood to hold it onto the top of the cabinet. So what I'm gonna do. Got some scrap wood from my door. Scrap wood here. The nicer side. This side's all kind of chewed up, so we'll glue that to the bottom. Seeing how it's the piece in the middle is going to be smaller, so it's going to press up in there. And see, notice how the plywood is not too straight. It's all kind of wobbly. So we're going to add some weight to it to keep it from getting all bowed while we glue it. And that weight is going to be in the form of one of these paving stones. So this is going to be underneath. Doesn't really matter how it looks. We're going to put a nice healthy portion of glue all the way around. Now here's the bottom portion. I've marked it with an X so I don't mess up. Let's remove the clamps. They don't need to be on here anymore. Alright. Scrap pieces of plywood. I'm putting it on my table saw here because I know the table saw is a nice flat surface. There we are. Now I only have weight on the center board itself. Not putting weight on the edges. We don't want those to come apart. Okay, so now it's all dried up. Now we want to sand it down, make the edges nice and smooth. Maybe take some of these dark spots off of here, off the edges with our sanding. I use 60 grit sandpaper. So I'm going to stain it with this dark wood Kona stain. And you start working it in. I'll just hit everything up real good. Rub in the rest there. Okay, so here's the bottom. Now we definitely want to make sure when it comes up that you don't just see an ugly bottom here, so we gotta hit this up as well.